Smart here to bring you another edition of Smart Talk. Here, we're gonna bring you all the news, all the rumors, all the headlines from this past week. Usually, as we put on a Sunday, I had some family situations to deal with. So it's gonna be put up today on Monday. Today on Monday. Usually we put on Sundays, but we put up every Sunday or Saturday, sometime during the weekend. It will be a weekly recap of all the news from WWE. We're gonna start with the segment everybody knows has happened, the promo between Miz and Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack. What that leads to, what that might lead to, everything surrounding that. All right, so Talking Smack. I'll give you a little backstory if you don't know. Talking Smack, the post show for SmackDown, basically. The Miz was sitting down with Daniel Bryan, Renee Young, and Daniel Bryan was getting all this praise to Apollo Crews and says that he was more impressed with Apollo Crews than he was the Miz. It said the Miz wrestled like a coward. He went on this scathing promo. I don't know if it was a shoot or a work, nobody knows. Called him a coward and said that a coward is somebody that promises the WWE Universe they'll be back in 1 year's time. They don't do it. And he went on a scathing promo, super intense, super aggressive. It was good. It was good. Now coming from that, of course, the rumors start swirling that Daniel Bryan. He said during the promo, Daniel Bryan stated that if they let me come back, I would. So, of course, it's going to lead to the rumors that can Daniel Bryan come back? Daniel Bryan might be coming back. It might lead to more of these altercations from superstars, the shooting on Daniel Bryan. What that really would lead to, in my opinion, I don't really think that's going to lead to anything. I don't really think it's going to be a regular thing. Of course, there's always a possibility for Daniel Bryan to come back. Everybody knows the story. He was cleared by several independent doctors. But the WWE doctors wouldn't let him. He has like a brain lesion and like he was having seizures and things like that. Like, I love Daniel Bryan as much as the next guy. You know, he's great. He's a great in-ring performer. Excuse me. His work, heel and face, was tremendous. He's good. He's great. He's great all around. Even his work as a GM on SmackDown has been good. Even though we see him a little too much, but even that's been good. I just don't want to see him back in the ring. Just knowing all those little things, not little things, but all those health problems that he's been having, I don't want to see him get back in the ring and then potentially have a chance to have something happen to him. What if he takes a bad bump in his neck? What if he does like a simple, somebody does a simple power bomb on him, and he starts, then he could die. Like, he could really die, and I just don't see that in Daniel Bryan. There's even rumors now that Brie Bella might be making a return. I don't know if this will coincide with Daniel Bryan making a return. Maybe it'll be one of the female, maybe Carmella or something, or something like that will beat up Nikki Bella again, and then say something about Daniel Bryan, and then Brie Bella will come out the fighter or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we'll have to see with that. Next we have a possible spoiler regarding the Universal title. Tonight, Fatal 4-Way, for the Universal title. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Big Cass, Kevin Owens. Regarding this match, we've been told that the current plan as of this weekend was for Seth Rollins to capture the championship title. We have also been told that officials have been talking about possibly turning Seth Rollins a babyface, as the company is in need of a top babyface for the Raw brand, with Finn Balor being out of action. Rollins would then go on to defend the Universal Championship against Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho at Clash of the Champions. Clash of Champions. At the Clash of Champions, my God. And at the Hell in a Cell event, as those were the original plans for Finn Balor. If they go this route, which to me is the safest pick, if they want to go outside the box and do something that would really like make a big splash and be like surprising, they go with Kevin Owens. I don't think they're gonna go Roman Reigns and Big Cass. Big Cass certainly isn't ready. I still feel like they're kind of on Roman's kind of still in the doghouse. So to me, it's either Seth or KO, and Seth is a very safe choice because we've seen what he can do as a world champion. We've seen what he can do in the ring, how he represents the company outside the ring. He's just on First Take on ESPN. How well he presents himself, how good he is in the ring, how good he is on the mic. It'll be a very safe choice. To me, I think they should go with Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens is amazing and he's never been a world champion, and this is the closest he's ever been to a world title shot, besides the Royal Rumble. It's just, to me, I just feel like they're not going to do anything outside the box, because I never expect them to do anything outside the box. So what can you really do? I don't know. To me, I feel as though they'll go with Seth, but me and the entire IWC all will say the same thing. Well, 95% of us say the same thing. Kevin Owens needs to have this belt. Kevin Owens needs to have this belt. He is tremendous in the ring. He's tremendous on the mic. Everything about him is tremendous. And if you all about the new era, who better than Kevin Owens? Next we have backstage heat on Charlotte. As many people may have noticed during the Charlotte and Sasha Banks match, it was a little sloppy. You know, not as crisp and clean as we've seen from these two women. And Charlotte got a lot of heat for that backstage. She was seen as botching a few moves. Definitely that one where she dropped her on the fucking turnbuckle. I was like, oh my god, like, so, you know, it you know, you just expect more from Charlotte. You know, you expect her not to be dangerous and putting somebody that's already going to be taking time off, to not do something like that, and not endanger another competitor like that. We'll see what this leads to. Maybe this will lead to maybe Bayley will get the title off for her Clash of Champions. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. With all these rumors, it's just, you know, you never know. You never know. And we'll definitely see when she defends this title at Clash of Champions. Clash of Champions. Clash of Champions. Clash of Champions. We'll see. And hopefully, I don't know if I want to see Bayley get the title as soon as she gets on the main roster, even though Bayley and Sasha Banks will be amazing. But I just don't know if I want to see that so fast. Maybe, but we're not in a situation where Charlotte is. It's not like we're in a situation where, like the Universal Championship, we don't have a champion. You know, we needed a new champion, needed a fresh face on it. Charlotte can do well as a champion. I just kind of don't want them to get lost in the shuffle, because if one of them does get the belt, one of them might end up with a feud with fucking Alicia Fox or something like. I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. But there is some backstage heat on Charlotte for her sloppiness in the ring at SummerSlam. So we'll see how this plays out. Update on the Dudley Boys. Team 3D, aka the Dudley Boys, are scheduled to make an appearance at the November 20th Insane Championship Wrestling promotion. This announcement comes off the news that they have quit WWE, and now looks like they will be doing indie promotional appearances moving forward. As previously reported, the Dudleys agreed on terms for a new deal. However, at some point over the weekend, both parties amicably agreed to part ways as the contracts had not been officially executed. WWE and the Dudleys ended up agreeing on a farewell segment that ended up taking place during Monday's Raw. The tag team division is so weak on Monday Night Raw, when it's literally just the New Day and the club. So Dudley Boys would be needed on that. Would be needed, seriously needed on the main roster now. When they're just like, they're kind of just putting them in, squash matches. They kind of tease them splitting up a little bit, but they just, just kind of just, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like a Bully Ray type of thing. But it was literally just it is Monday, just like nothing else mattered. I don't know. It's crazy. It was just it was weird to me that after all these years they would tease them splitting up, but the Bully Ray character is so good. It hit so well on TNA that maybe it could work in WWE. But I guess we won't get to see that. Maybe they'll come back in the future. We'll have to see. If they do a Bully Ray thing, I would like to see Devon become like a trainer or a scout or something like that. Some backstage role, as he can be a mentor for the younger guys on the roster. Maybe go down to NXT, help those guys that are up and coming tag teams at NXT, because who better to tell you than fucking Devon Dudley. And then let Bubba do the Bully Ray thing if they do come back. I'd like to see that. If you're not going to bring them back to the tag team and push them to actually be a force. If they're not going to do that, if they're going to just have them there just to be there, let Bully Ray prosper and thrive as a mid-card heel and have Devon do the scouting thing. I'm pretty sure Devon wouldn't have a problem with that. But we'll have to see. John Cena. John Cena. As you know, in a SummerSlam, well, not in a SummerSlam, after his match, they just saw SummerSlam, Cena took the armband off, where the fuck this is, off, and sat it in the middle of the ring and left, teasing the idea that he's gonna leave. He's not leaving. He's gonna go to. He worked dark matches on Raw and SmackDown the next 2 nights and didn't appear on television. Soon he's going to film a second season of American Grit. And from what the rumors have been and what's been circulating is that after he's back, he will resume a feud with AJ Styles. They had 3 matches. I don't know if they had 2 matches. John pinned AJ at 6-man tag. I guess that works. It's a 3rd, but I don't know if I really want to see that. I don't really know what it would really accomplish having like another feud, but maybe just be something like AJ's a champ, and then he's like, I beat everybody and I stopped the Kingpin, that's Dean Ambrose, and there's nobody can stop me, and then John Cena's music hits. Maybe, but I don't really know what that'll accomplish either. A possible SmackDown Women's title spoiler. As seen on Tuesday's episode of SmackDown Live, WWE introduced a new Women's Championship for the brand, and the holder of the title will be decided in a match of 6 competitors at the WWE Backlash event. We've been informed that the current plans call for Nikki Bella, who returned from injury at Sunday's SummerSlam event, to win the championship on the show. It's been said that putting Nikki as a forefront of SmackDown's women's division will help establish the championship. The company also feels that this is a good move because Nikki is considered the most accomplished woman on the brand's roster. I can agree with the most accomplished. I can also agree with will help establish championship as somebody that's like the longest reigning Divas champion ever. Going and having that belt instantly like legitimizes it. But I also feel as though Becky Lynch, if she wins this, in my opinion, she should win it. Because she's the only one of the 4 horsewomen that's kind of not had a big sort of moment on the main roster. Like Bayley had her debut. That was bigger than any moment that Becky Lynch has had. Becky Lynch was when she debuted along Charlotte and Sasha Banks. She lost to Charlotte several times for the championship belt. She got put in feud with Natalya. She was the one that tapped out at WrestleMania in a triple threat. It's like she hasn't really had a big moment. I feel like this could be her big moment. Nikki Bella's had her moments. She had her title win. She had her long title reign. I just don't feel as though that I feel as though they should give the belt to Becky Lynch because she kind of deserves it. She's a great worker. She can talk well, and you know she's so likable and relatable. She's so over with the crowd. She's just like you feel like you know her, and I feel like that could be something that could really, really, really help her in her career. If they do go along with Nikki Bella, I do believe that they'll end up doing a sort of thing with her and Becky Lynch, and Becky will take that title off of her, because I don't really see anybody else on that brand. Maybe Naomi. I don't know, but I just don't really see anybody else that really deserves that more than Becky Lynch. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Let's go to Ricochet, also known, if you watch Lucha Underground, as Prince Puma. He recently made some comments about a possible WWE run. During a recent appearance on the Ross Report, Ricochet discussed a potential WWE debut. On possibly going to WWE, Ricochet states, "Of course, I would love to. Even all the people that I know that have been there, they always tell me you've got to at least experience it once. But they tell me you've got to go there and experience it. But they tell me you've got to go there and experience it at least once, whether you like it or not. It's not up to you. But you've got to go there and experience it once. And of course, I would love to go there one day, so hopefully I get all my ducks in a line and get in order, and I can make it happen. But of course, I would love to. But right now, I'm just kind of doing my thing, doing the New Japan thing. I still have the Lucha Underground going on right now. But of course, one day, I'd really, really enjoy to be there one day. I would love this. Imagine Cedric Alexander versus fucking Ricochet. Noam Dar versus fucking Ricochet. TJ Perkins versus fucking Ricochet. Imagine that. That's fucking that on that Raw Cruiserweight division. Oh goodness, that would be fucking money. Of course, he has a New Japan thing going right now. Of course, he has the Lucha Underground thing going right now. Who gives a shit? As soon as that's up, WWE needs to contact this man, get him the next plane to fucking Orlando, get him at the PC, and get him working at NXT. Because he is a very great worker. He's super exciting. His moveset is great. Of course, you have to water it down a little bit, but he's great. He's great. If you're not familiar with him, maybe you heard the match between him and Roll Ospreay. Another person I think should come to WWE, even though he's beat up as fuck, but I still think Will Ospreay should come to NXT as well. They had a very, very good match in New Japan. A lot of the older wrestling heads kind of didn't really enjoy it because it's kind of like a spot fest. They were kind of like, it was gymnastics and acrobatics, not wrestling. I enjoyed it. It was a great match. It was a couple of spots in the match that was kind of like, you know, like that wasn't really needed, but it was a great match nonetheless. One of the best matches I've seen this year. But we'll have to see, because this could, the way that they're building up the cruiserweights right now, I feel as though this could really, really, really legitimize that cruiserweight division. Yeah, so I don't know. I want to see it happen. I know a lot of people out there want to see it happen. Imagine Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet, like AJ Styles versus Ricochet, Seth Rollins versus Ricochet, like that all of that just screams take my money. Just, I could throw fucking dollar bills and quarters and all types of coinage and money just at my fucking phone right now, because that's just what it is. I don't know if I might have covered this in my last Smart Talk. Update on Paige and Del Rio. The betting line currently, according to Dave Meltzer, is that this internet's really fucking up. Is that Del Rio will not be back with the company. Pretty sure we all knew that. He could leave next month if he chooses to, which I think he will. And also another thing that TNA, that Meltzer also knows, that he wouldn't be surprised to see TNA except sign Del Rio. Everything TNA's doing right now, Del Rio could be a very big player over there. And the more WWE lets these mid-card guys that they don't want to push go to TNA, is going to build TNA back up. And I think they need to realize that. Like, they're letting guys like Del Rio and Ryback and, you know, Cody Rhodes out there doing his thing on the indies. And, you know, Aaron Rex, Damian Sandow is over there working, you know. Bobby Lashley is he holds like damn near every championship in the fucking company. Well, at least he did at one point. You know, it's just they're taking these WWE big card talents and saying, we'll give you a chance here. So we'll see. As for Paige, it is believed that her contract does not expire until April of 2019. The only way she'll be able to wrestle for a company is if WWE fires her. Which, in my opinion, if it hasn't happened already, it's not going to happen now. It's been a couple weeks since the suspension came out, I believe. Maybe longer than that. I just don't feel like they're going to fire her 2 weeks after, you know, she was suspended. If I feel like it would have happened in the same time. She definitely gonna have some fucking heat when she comes back though. Update on Sasha Banks. She is currently doing media run. Yeah, I ran out of storage on my phone. Let me do this quick. Sasha Banks is making media rounds in Houston right now. She possibly could be making an appearance on a Raw pre-show. I don't know about the actual show, but we will have to see. There's something else I want to talk about before I get to how I want to close this. I know how I want to close it, but if my internet will work, I could probably click on this link and expand it. It's about Finn Balor and the seriousness of his injury. It's sad that this has become more so a problem where it's not just his shoulder, but it's also going up to his neck. which is it still has the same 6 month timetable, but it's just, it's worrying that it was that it's become a neck issue and a lot more than just the torn labrum, which was originally reported. Finn wrote the following statement about his injury: "With a roller coaster week, I woke up the morning of SummerSlam with nothing but positivity and feeling physically better than ever. The moment I got injured, I knew it was serious. It was an instinctive reaction to pull on my wrist. I entered survival mode. When the bell rang, I had won. I was a champion, but I was reluctant to celebrate as I already knew in my heart what awaited at Raw. Disappointed, yes, but I was a champion. And I was not missing an opportunity to fulfill my duty and appear on Good Morning America Monday morning. After hours of scans and despite some hope, the worst was confirmed at 5 p.m. Monday. I would need surgery as soon as possible and relinquish the title at Raw. The most difficult part of relinquishing the title was when I came back through the curtain and I was overcome with the feeling of inadequacy. Despite every emotion I had felt the previous 24 hours, I was still the champion. That gave me strength. Now I was not. Tuesday at 3 p.m., I traveled to Birmingham, Alabama. Dr. Dugas prepped me for a surgery as a photo of Seth Rollins, oddly enough, watched over us. What was supposed to be a 1-hour surgery turned into a 4-hour, as once I was opened up, the doctor found a lot more to the injury than the scan showed. A 180-degree labrum tear, a torn bicep, and a pectoral tendon cartilage damage, and a fracture to the glendoid neck socket. Oh my God. He says he has it in a jar on his dresser. Fuck's sake. Wednesday morning at 5 a.m., I awake after the surgery, groggy and sore. The gravity of the situation began to set in. Rehab will start at 9 a.m. Thursday at 5 a.m., I fly back to Orlando to check in with the Performance Center medical staff, and we begin planning the comeback. It's sad, man. He worked so hard to get to where he is now, and he finally reaches the pinnacle. You're the world. It's a world title. It's a world championship. Fuck it. You're the Universal Champion, the top belt on Monday Night Raw, and you get hurt during the match. It's supposed to be your crowning moment. It's supposed to be. My phone keeps running out of storage, but Finn Balor reached the pinnacle of sports entertainment, and then get it all snatched away from him. It's just heartbreaking. Hope he can come back sooner than expected and better than ever, and healthy as well. That's the most important thing. That's it for the news. I'm going to close this off saying one more thing. Rest in peace to Mr. Fuji, a legend in this business. Died this weekend at the age of 82. I believe it was 82. Sad to see another wrestling legend pass away. He lived a good life. He didn't die young. It was, we just got to appreciate the contributions he made to this industry. And rest in peace, Mr. Fuji. That's it for Smart Talk. Join us next time. Thank you. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarts1 for all news, rumors, and updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.